I keep my water filters in here. It's a nice storage area. So here's the water filter. We sell these filters. This is a 4.5 by 10 inches water filter, 20 micron, and it's a pleated filter. Make sure not to use any other filters because it can cause issues for your system. So yeah, please ideally only use the filters that we sell. So to replace the filter, I will turn everything off. So there's a power strip right here. So everything is now off. I will open my door. My door doesn't swing open completely, so I just take it off like this. So down here, basically I will take my sleeve off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my red valve at the top here into off position. I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to push this into open. So basically you turn it left. Now if you are inside, you can definitely put a towel underneath, right, to keep it super dry. So I'll just grab a towel and I'll just put it right here. This way, whatever water that comes out, it's gonna fall on the towel. So this will come out. Now as this comes out, make sure not to lose this O-ring, okay? This is an O-ring that sits inside the water housing. Okay, so usually I just dump this outside. And when you dump this out, again, do not lose this O-ring, okay? It sits inside here. If you lose this or you forget to put it back, you will have a leak, right? This O-ring, make sure that there's a nice seal. Okay, so my filter was pretty full. It wasn't too bad, but I can see a lot of already debris and stuff collecting inside. So I'm gonna put a new filter in. There it is. I'm going to put my water bottle back in here. Now, as I did that, again, the O-ring came out. Now, again, you can definitely wash this out. Use warm water, use any type of cleaner, ideally chemical free, and make sure that the water bottle is clean. Okay. Put the new filter inside. Now I'm going to remove the towel. I'm going to put this back. This goes. And then you turn this to the right. Make sure the threads catch. Then you give this a quarter turn with the tool. Okay. And then you open up the red valve up here. Make sure it's open. Now I like to keep mine at 30 degrees for ozone. And then now we're ready to turn back the power strip, and you will see it fill up real fast. There it goes, it fills up very quickly. You'll see lots of air go through your system. And we're in business. Okay, this was a successful filter change, very easy to do. You can put your sleeve back on. You'll check, make sure nothing's leaking. And that's how you do a filter change. Whenever you change your water, another good one to do is check your hair catcher that's inside the tub and clean it. Let me show you kind of, I will show you some close-ups in the video of what it is, but essentially you can clean it with just your hand. So again, turn off the pump, turn everything off, and I can see that there's all sorts of debris that I can actually scoop out with my hairnet. And because as soon as you turn off the water, your system, and the water is not being sucked into the filtration system, all this stuff will start coming off, hair, debris, and everything else. So it's right below the light. You will see that hair catcher. Speaking of the light, this button right here is your light switch. Okay, so it's not labeled, but yeah, that's how you clean your air catcher. How often, what's the recommendation on filter changes? I change my filter every month. Some people can go longer, some people replace their filters sooner. It's up to you. It depends on how many people use the cold plunge and so on. Other people ask, what can I add into the cold plunge? You can add anything that is specifically designed and made for a cold plunge. There's different solutions out there. I personally add hydrogen peroxide 12% weekly, and that's it. I don't add anything else, but you can purchase things on Amazon and etc., like water treatments and so on. If you are in a spa, like a commercial situation, you can add other things to this cold plunge. You're not gonna hurt the tub, you're not gonna hurt the filtration system. We recommend draining the water at least every 3 months. So at least every 3 months, drain all the water and replace it with new water. To drain it, we recommend you use the drain pump. With every purchase, we include a drain pump. It's easy to use. You essentially connect your garden hose to this end, you drop it in, and then you route the other garden hose to a drain, you turn it on, and all of the water will be pumped out in about 20 minutes. Another good tip is that you will need to replace once a year a UV bulb that is part of your UV sanitizer right here, and an ozone generator that is on the inside here. You have an ozone generator. So once a year, just be prepared to replace the UV bulb and the ozone generator. We sell both of them. Speaking of ozone and ozone generator, make sure that the ozone is only on for about 10-15 minutes per 24 hours. If you have an awful smell coming out from your tub, if you're seeing things on top like bubbles, too much foam, it means you're adding too much ozone. So limit how much ozone you put into your system. Now, to optimize how much ozone you put in, there's a valve up top, this red valve. Make sure it's at an angle about 30 degrees, okay? And this way, the water that's routing up front here through this plumbing, this is called the venturi. It's literally sucking the ozone into the water and into your tub. And you see little bubbles come in. When you do turn on the LED light, just try and keep it on only when you're using the tub. Turn it off, keep it off. This way it will last you forever, that LED light. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And again, congratulations on the best cold plunge system in the market.